Greetings, all my dear friends. Welcome back to my channel, and this is Krishna Arun. So today I'm here in front of you to share an amazing story that really made me move and empathize with it. So today I am going to share the story with you because we can make the world a better place to live in. So let's get into the story without wasting any time. Once there was a merchant in the Middle East, and he was walking casually by the market until he found something really spectacular, something that he had already had a huge collection of, something that he was always cherished of buying. It was a fine looking camel that he saw. He went to the camel seller and started negotiating with the price. Both of them were great negotiations and finally ended upon a fair price. The camel seller was contented and parted with the camel happily as the merchant took the camel away back to his home to add its latest addition to the huge livestock he had. As the merchant reached home, he found that the saddle of the camel was so heavy, so he asked his assistant to remove the saddle off from the camel. As the assistant removed the saddle, he was wonderstruck and so excited to see some precious and beautiful gemstones in a very small red velvet pouch. Out of utmost excitement and exuberance, he ran towards his boss and said, "Sir, you had went to buy a camel from the marketplace. But see what you bought along with it. Did you know that you had also brought free, beautiful, precious gemstones along with you, along with the camel?" Now, the merchant too was really shocked. He was speechless after seeing those beautifully shining, precious gemstones in the pouch. With a very sheepish smile on his face, the merchant replied to his assistant, "I had only brought home a camel at a very fair price and not the gemstones along with it. I do not deserve it, and so I shall return it as soon as possible back to the camel seller." Now the assistant was like, "Sir, are you kidding me? You got such precious gemstones for free. Nobody's going to know about this. Nobody has seen you take it. You deserve it. And also, you are such a good human being, so you should keep it," he said. But the merchant refused, and he traveled in the camel back to the camel seller and said to the camel seller once he met him, "Sir, you had forgot and left your red velvet pouch filled with gemstones on my camel. I have come to return you this." The camel seller was so shocked by this merchant's attitude. He had actually forgotten that he had kept his pouch in the camel. Well, so excited and so impressed by this attitude of the merchant, he decided to reward him something in return. The merchant refused to take any rewards from the camel seller, and he said that it was his duty to return it back and that he had done nothing special. But the camel seller insisted again and decided to give one of the precious stones back to the merchant as a reward. Well, now the merchant replied, "Sir, I had already taken 2 precious stones before I decided to give you back those gemstones." The camel seller was so shocked. He never knew the merchant would do this, and so he frantically started to search inside the pouch if all the gemstones were still there. To his surprise, it was all there, untouched, all of the precious jewels. And he asked again to the merchant, "So which one of them did you take?" Well, now the merchant said, "I took the most precious of them, the 2 of them." And he replied, "It was my integrity and my self-respect." See, friends, in life, there will be situations like these when we really want a thing, but we have to give it because of our values. See, integrity is not about how honest you are, but what you do to be honest even when nobody is watching you. If you're being honest, you might lose a thing, but you will be able to sleep well. If you're being honest, you might lose a thing, but achieve deep satisfaction. If you lose a thing when you're being honest, you might still gain the trust of a person. If you lose a thing while you're being honest, you might still acquire great personality and self-worth. So be honest, have your integrity and self-respect with you, even in the worst scenarios. So now I may ask, Are you really honest in your life? If not, be from today. Every day is a new adventure, and it's never too late to be positive, to be honest, and to be loving and caring, to make the world a better place to live in. Thank you.